I'm so deprived.
It almost feels
for
like
some
there should be
sunshine.
like a big recycling event going on this weekend or something, doesn't it? Jamie Tuttle in this morning. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning.
All right, what are you guys doing? It's that time of year.
It is this nice weather. I think it's so funny, though, to Jeff's point. Like, in the store, you walk through and everybody's like, hello, good morning, thank you, have a great day.
Yeah.
A week ago, everybody's like,
Get out of my miserable. Yeah.
So, yes, with the nice weather, hopefully you've been cleaning out or getting ready to clean up your yards. This Saturday, we are partnering with Senator Griffo for a recycling event at the Oneida Herkimer Recycling Center, Leland Ave Extension. So the event is going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And some of the it's basically a one-stop shop. Anything you have to get rid of, you will be able to get rid of that day.
And let's stress, this is going to be over at the recycling center.
Yes.
And it was there last year, too, right?
Yeah, they did one in the fall as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
So in the past, Senator Griffo has done them in at New Hartford Shopping Center.
Which has been awesome. They shut down the entire village.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
So
almost like they
also-
added a roundabout over there. You couldn't
Yes.
go anywhere. You couldn't drive
What
anywhere.
is going on in New Hartford? I've
He's
been stuck here
popular.
for hours.
Yeah, so our facility, if you've ever been back there, we have a lot of room, a lot of area. We've got different paths to kind of keep traffic moving, just push cars through, get you where you need to go to get rid of whatever you have. Because there will be, Confidata will be there for free document shredding, so you can bring down
What's
all
the
your
limit on that?
confidentials. 3 banker boxes.
Okay.
And then we will have
A banker box would basically be one of those.
It's
a box
smaller
of,
than a storage unit, Bill.
Yeah,
You know,
it
Bill,
is.
like when
Then I'm screwed.
the banker box, you know, one of the things that your exit plan on all your jobs, you know, about
that's
that
right.
size.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking it was one of those big filing cabinets.
No.
Because I could do 3 of those.
One of the ones they give you to clear your desk out.
Good. Okay, there it makes sense.
Yes.
So you could bring 3 of those.
Yes.
And everything gets
destroyed
shredded.
right, and gets shredded right on site, and then the shredding gets recycled.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So electronics too.
Yes, electronics, which we take electronics year-round, 6 days a week in Utica and Rome, but certainly bring down your electronics. Again, it's against the law to throw electronics in the garbage, so bring them down to us. It's free to bring them year-round for recycling. We also will have an environmental conservation officer in cooperation with the New York State DEC and the Oneida County Sewer District's Operation Ripple Effect to collect pharmaceuticals to, any expired, unused, unwanted drugs. You can bring those down to us on Saturday, and they go
If you
right
don't
to
bring them, what do you do
incineration.
with them? What do you do with
So
stuff?
if you don't bring them, there's a lot of permanent, even drive-up, drop-off boxes now at the many police departments.
You can't throw medicine in the garbage.
But technically you can.
Okay.
So if you can't get it somewhere where you're going to go to one of those drop-off boxes or bring it to our event, we ask you to just throw it in your regular garbage, mix it up with your coffee grounds or spaghetti and meatballs, put it in the garbage. Even if you have empty prescription bottles, those are not recyclable. It's just a best practice from EPA and DEC due to any risk of private information on the labels, any residue left in them.
Sure.
So garbage item. So we'll be taking electronics. We will also have all of our regular programs going Saturday. They're going today as well. Bulky rigid plastics. You're cleaning up the yard. You got broken, snapped up lawn chairs, old coolers, old recycling bins or garbage cans.
The old coolers. That's good.
Yes. So those big bulky plastics, you can bring those down. We take scrap metal. We take fluorescent light bulbs. We take rechargeable batteries, hardcover books, and then April 1st, our household hazardous waste collection opened.
Okay.
So we take that just at our Utica facility from April through the end of September for free. Household hazardous waste, typically the things you find under your sink, in your basement, paint, chemicals like cleaning solvents, herbicides, pesticides, stuff you don't even know what it is.
I was so
it's
thankful.
amazing some of the things we got.
Thankful to the people that we bought the house from. They left us about 30 gallons of paint, so we could make sure that the paint that we hate so much on the walls, that we could continue to make sure if something gets nicked or something, we can keep painting over that.
It's very helpful.
I have
we
a
run
lot
into
of
that a
that.
lot. People will call and they're like, the whole basement's full.
Filled
What do
with
we
paint.
do?
Yeah.
There is a 14 wet gallon limit per trip. Not
There
per
should
season,
also be
but per trip.
There should be a 14 wet gallon limit on sales of homes.
Yeah.
You should not be able to leave more than 14 gallons in the basement.
Listen,
Agreed.
Right, Andrew?
you run into it all the time.
Yeah.
You gotta
And we
get
only
that in the contract.
another thing is we only take liquid paint. So a lot of times people will come down with a trunk full of hardened or dried up, rusted
you can just
out
put in
paint
your
cans.
regular,
It's just a garbage item.
yeah.
Yeah. So don't bring us the dried up ones. If you have a paint can that there's just a little bit left, you can take the lid off, let it dry up, throw some kitty litter in there, and once it dries, just throw it in the garbage with the lid off.
All right, 2 questions. One on electronics. You say it's
Sure.
illegal to throw out the electronics, but for instance, you can legally put it at the curb, and then your garbage man will kind of separate it, or no?
That depends where you live. So electronics you can't just put in your garbage, but there are certain municipalities that offer a curbside collection. City of Utica is allowed to place an electronic out every single week as your bulk item in place of your bulk item, and a separate truck collects that. And then I know for sure that the Valley, Ilion, Frankfort, Herkimer, Mohawk, Dalgeville. I don't know. I think only 4 of them. I think there's one that doesn't. But they have I think it's maybe like the first and third Friday or something like that. You can call your hauler, let them know you're setting it out, and they will pick up electronics at the curb for recycling.
And then one more thing, I'd actually asked you about this.
And there's no charge for that? Is there no extra charge for the electronics?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I'd asked you about this. Sneakers and shoes.
Yes.
Things like that. Explain how this works.
Yes. So we have drop-offs through a company called St. Pauli's Textiles, and there's actually drop-off sheds all throughout the 2 counties. We have a list of the locations on our website. But you can we have the sheds at our Utica and Rome Eco Drops too. You can bring not just used clothing that's in good condition, but even if it's ripped, torn, stained, as long as it's not like wet and has an odor, you can bring it and put it in. And you can also bring sneakers, shoes, purses, belts, curtains, blankets, stuffed animals. And what they do is they actually take it back to their warehouse and they sort through what can be reused and redistributed versus what has to truly be recycled. So
fair enough. All right, we'll talk more about the event. I want to do a little more on you here if we can. I want to take a quick break. And those Coleman canisters, those field canisters, we'll get into that.
Yeah.